Right, so we're looking at November 22, paper 1, non-calculator. Right, let's go through this then. This is draw. Right, circle the calculation that increases 80 by, so increases 80 by 47%. Right, I want to increase 80. Let's do it this way. I want to increase it by 50%. Let's do this example. Right, so we know 80, this is 100%. Right, if I add 50%, I end up with 150%. Yeah, so what you do is, how do I write this as a decimal? 150%. And how do you divide a number by 100? Let me just show you this way. Right, there's 150. Remember what we said, look, the decimal point is there. If it's not written, it's always at the end. Loads of zeros here. Loads of zeros. And just bear with me 1 second. Right, so I'm going to divide 150 by 100, so I move the decimal point back 2 decimal places, so I'll go 1, 2. So I've got 1.50. I don't need that 0, it's not doing anything. So I can say 1.5. Now, if I want to increase 80 by 50%, my multiplier is 1.5. That's that number. And you know how we got that from there. Okay, so now I want to increase 80 by 47%. So how do I write 47? 47%. 47%, how do I divide that? Using that method, I get 0.47. It's the same method, yep. So my full multiplier is 147. So if I had 147% equals 147%. And I'm going to divide that by 100 decimal points there. I move it back 1, 2. So it becomes 1.47. So my multiplier is 80 times 0.47. Nope. 80 times 1.47. That's the one. Right, 5/8 as a decimal. We've done this before. Bull shelter. Raining. So that 5 has to go in. This 8 goes out. And before you start doing anything, put in your decimal points. Add in at least 3 zeros. And then we can go for it. How many 8s can I get from this 5? Nothing. So I carry this 5 over, that becomes 50. How many 8s are in 50? So it's 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56. So it's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many 8s can I get from this 50? 6. And I've used 48. I had 50, so I carried 2 over. How many 8s are there in 20? 2. Remainder 4, because I've used 16. How many 8s in 40? 5. There's 0.625. Right, circle the largest number. This is an interesting one. So the largest number is -2. So if you've got your 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, and so on, these numbers are smaller. These numbers are bigger. So -2 is here, -5 will be here, -8 will be there, -15 will be there. So this is the biggest number, this is the largest number. Yeah, that's straightforward, that one. Right, remember what we said about probabilities? We said that all these numbers will add up to 1. Right, because it's a non-calculator, what we'll have to do is this 0.23. Look, I'm laying it out clearly. 0.071, 0.538. I've got these so far, and I need something else to make it 1. So what I'll do is I'll add these first. And what I do is I add a 0 just to make it easier. So now everything's to 3 decimal places. 1, 2, 3. 0 plus 1 plus 8 is 9. 10, 3, 13. Put the 3 there, carry the 1 to the next column. 2, 7, 8. Decimal point 0. So this is what I've got so far. And I like to look at this in case I get stuck. I've got £1,000. I'm going to take away 839. That's what I'm going to do. But what I'll do is I'll do it the conventional way. So I'm going to do 1.000 take away 0.839. Where did I get that 1 from? Remember we said everything should add up to 1. Now look, you always start on this side here, on the right hand side. So 0 take away 9, I can't. I've got to borrow 1, I can't. I've got to borrow 1, I can't. So I have to go over here. So look, I'm going to cross that out, put a 0 there. That 1 is borrowed there. Now that becomes 10. So I cross that out. That 10 becomes a 9 because he's lent this one here 1. That becomes 10. Cross that out. That becomes a 9. He borrows 1. He becomes 10. Now I can start. 10 take away 9 is 1. 9 take away 3 6. 9 take away 8 is 1. Now this is 0. 0 take away 0 is 0. So the probability that's missing here is 0.161. So if I add all these, I should get 1. Yeah, that's fine. Right, again, we've got BIDMAS. So what we've got to do is we've got to do brackets first. I do the brackets, so I go into the brackets and I've got 9 squared minus 3. So I've got 2 things to do. I've got to do this and this. So with BIDMAS, you have indices, index. That there is the index. Or lots of indexes, we say indices. Right, 9 squared is 81 minus 31. Is that 50? Okay. So now what I know is this bracket I can replace with 51. Right, so I've done everything in the brackets that I need to do now. Now it's simply, look, just remember this, whenever you've got a bracket it just means time. So I've got to do 2 times 51, which is 102. Yeah, over 5. What's half of, no, what am I doing? 102 divided by 5. Oh, it's non-calculator, so let's do it then. Let's do it and see what happens. Why does that not look right? It doesn't matter, we'll try it. 0, 0, 0. Let's go for it. How many 5s are there in there? 0. In 1. Right, I'm going to carry that 1 over, it becomes 10. How many 5s are there in 10? So this is what you've got to ask. How many 5s can I get from 10? 2. How many 5s in 2? I can't get that. So I carry this 2 over. Don't make the mistake of carrying that over. It's this 2. How many 5s are there in 20? 4. Because there's no remainder, I can stop. So my answer is 20.4. Why does that not look right? Yeah, obviously it's blind as a bat. Right. That 81 times 81 take away 31 is 50. That's why it was like that there is 50, not. Let me just undo that. I wrote 51 there. I should have written 50. So now just put that aside. 2 times 50 is 100. 100 divided by 5. And then we know that's 20. That bit don't feel. It didn't feel right, but I missed that. This is what's gonna happen. You're gonna end up with board blindness, they call it, as a teacher. You can't see the most obvious mistake. Right, okay. Let's move on. Right, whoa. Fresh vegetables. Right, the key to this is we're doing a scale drawing. 2 centimeters stands for 3 meters. So what we've got here is, let's draw it over here. You've got a rectangular field, you've got a rectangle. It's 3 meters by 15 meters. Now, they've said 2 centimeters is 3 meters, so I know this 3 meters on my drawing will be 2 centimeters. And 15 meters, so what I do is I count up in threes. How many 3s have I got in there? I've got 5 3s, haven't I? Yeah, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And each one of them represents 2, so it'll be 5 times 2. So I know this length here is 10 centimeters. So I've got 2 centimeters and 10 centimeters for this. Right. Anna wants to grow. She wants to change the layout. She wants a rectangular. Right. Okay. So let's just keep moving on. Let's look at this. It's 4.5 meters and 6 meters. Right. So 4.5. What I'll do is over here, I'll do 4.5 divided by 3, and that 3 comes from there. How many 3s are there in 4.5? I know it's 1.5, because if I did 1.5 times 3, I end up with 4. Yeah, it's like saying 1 kilo costs 3. 1 kilo costs I know £3, right? How much can I buy for £4.50? That'd be 1.5 kilos. Anyway, I don't know if that's a good example. Let's move on. Right, 6 meters. 6 is the same as 3 times 2. So there's, how many 2s are there in there? So how many 3s are there in there? 2. And every 3 meter is represented by 2 centimeters. I don't know if I'm going through this in the most efficient way. So 3 times 2 is 6. So what I'll do is right, let me try to explain it in a better way. Try that. Right, I've got 3 meters here and 3 meters there. Altogether I've got 6 meters. And what does this what does this scale tell us? Every 3 meters equals 2 centimeters. So really, that is really worth 2 centimeters, and that is 2 centimeters. So my diagram should be 4 centimeters, and this is 1.5 centimeters. So that's that rectangular greenhouse, and we've got one more. Circular, okay, radius. Whoa, how do you draw that? Oh, right, that's interesting. They're expecting you to draw. So that's 3 meters. And we know 3 meters is a 2 centimeter thing. So we need to draw a circle for 2 centimeters. Let's try to draw this then. Did it say where? Okay, for a possible. It could be anywhere. So they want you to draw. It's a centimeter grid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this bit first here. So I'm going to start here, 1, 2, yeah, and then I'm going to draw 10 centimeters across. Have I got enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, I can't. So I can't do it that way. I'll have to swap this around. So let me start that again. Right, start that again. So I'm going to draw 1, 2. So I've done this bit. Now I'm going to draw that 10 down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there is my veg patch. Let's do the next one. This one here. So it's going to be 1.5 centimeters by 4. So I'm going to do, right, okay, we'll just draw it separately. It doesn't matter. 1.5 there by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just doing a scale drawing, doing like a layout of a plan of a house or a room. That's all we're doing. That there is that there. And then the last one is simply going to be a radius. So you set your compass at 2 centimeters and then you draw a circle. And it looks something like, and you have to do it with a compass. So you have to turn up compass. This is with a compass. Right. That's one possible layout. It says possible layout there. Right, let's move on. Right. So we've got something going on here. Alana grew raspberries inside a greenhouse and outside on her fruit patch. Here's the date of 10 raspberry plants grown inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 10 plants. Here's some. So that's inside. And this is outside. Oh, right. Okay, median and range. Right. Okay, let's do this. What we need to do first of all, right? We need to put these in order. This is going to be a bit tricky. Which is the smallest? 293. So you'll have to do this. 293, 295, 297, 301, 304, 301, 304, 310, 320, 21, 24, 3, 20, 321, 24, and 333. It's always good to check that you've got enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that looks good. Right. We want to work out the range. Right. Range for this is biggest minus smallest. So the biggest number is 3, 3, 3. We're going to take away the smallest, which is 293. Oh, right, okay. 30, that's 40. Ooh, that's 40. So we have a range of 40. Right, we now need to work out the median. So they made this difficult. So this is that 2 version one. So now be careful when you do this, yeah? Small, big. Can you see? I didn't have enough room to write on one line, so it's going to be a bit trickier. Small, big. Small, big. Small, big. Now careful, I'm left with 2 here. Look, 1, 2. What did we say we've got to do with that? We've got to do 304 plus 310. So all you do is take the last 2 numbers that are left and add them and divide it by 2. So that is 614 divided by 2. So that's 307. So our median is 307. Right, so let's just... we need to compare these two with these two here. Now, range. So I can say that the plants inside are less varied. Right? Why? Because the range inside is 40 compared to 78. What that means is they are more consistent in size. And you know, as a supermarket, sometimes you need that. You don't want huge ones and small ones because customers might not buy the huge ones, they're too big. Small ones, they think, oh, there's something wrong with them. Right, and then you can say, if we compare the medians, that median and that median, we can say on average the plants inside were bigger because the median, okay, was bigger. Just something simple like that. Right, so then should she grow the raspberry inside or outside? I would say, therefore, she should grow inside. But then with inside, you've got limited room. You've also got probably expensive heating or whatever it is. Right, okay. Right, last part of the thing. Let's try to squeeze this in. You want to make a jam, 2 kilograms, 2 kilograms, 2.4 kilograms. She has 3.5 and she has 4. She wants to use all the raspberries. How much more sugar does she need? Right, okay. So she's got 2 kilograms of raspberries, needs 2.4 kilograms of sugar. That is raspberry. She's got 3.5 kilograms of. Right. If you look, how can we do this? Right, let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. 1 kilogram of raspberries will need 1.4 kilograms of sugar. That's straightforward. Now, what happens if I did half a kilogram? Would require 0.7 kilograms of sugar. Can you see what we're doing with this? Now we're just setting it up. Now watch this. There you go. So look, I've got I need 3.5 kilograms. So if I add 2 kilograms, 1 kilogram and half a kilogram, I end up with 3.5 kilograms of raspberries. So I need 2.4 plus 1.4 plus 0.7 then. Now the next bit is you just need to make sure, well, I say that and I keep making mistakes, so be careful with this. 7, 11, 15. Put the 5 there, carry the 1, 2, 1 plus the 1 I've carried over is 4. So I need 4.5 kilograms of sugar. How much have I got? I've got 4. So I need 4.5 take away 4, which is 0.5 kilograms more sugar. Right, and you've got to write all this. That's the only way it's going to work. Right, I think that was it. So I hope that was of help, inshallah. So right, remember it's the paper 1 2022, inshallah.